This is Thursday, so we're up to Thread Thursday. First, I haven't done any work on the stitch wheel because I've been away, so that's just off the table for today. What I wanted to do, I'll show you. I finished Diana Vingert's Little Easy Beginners embroidery. It's off centre, but that's only just because I've just finished it. So I'm still thinking, am I going to leave it, well, centre it, but leave it in this and put it up like that. Sew the backs. I may do that because it's a circle, so it looks really nice with it. But there it is, it's finished, and that was a great little journey going on and exploring and learning all of those things. So that's that. Now, my little stitch book. So, it's like it's kind of a bit like my mixed media visual diary, you know, where you just muck around, you find out things, you discover things. So I'm up to here, and what I was looking at, oh, here's my little, put those over there. What I was looking at was straight stitch. So Anne mentioned Orts the other day, which, so for anyone who doesn't know, it's sort of from Norwegian times, and when you put all your little scraps into a bag or a jar, it reminds you, you know, you might remember making something out of those particular things. I've been putting in a bit of the extra threads that come off the edges of these for the stitch book. So my stitch book has got, I've got one for every little page made. So that's where we're up to with that. Right, so what I was playing with last night was using all the little, I mean, ort I think also means leftover in Swedish. So, you know, like food, even food leftovers are orts, apparently. Don't shoot me if I got that wrong. Anyway, that's what I've been doing. I've been just exploring what happens if I just do lots of lines crisscrossing everywhere using up orts. So orts, I think I'd like to do another session on orts actually, because I think that there's a few things you could do, and I'm sure Anne in the 52 tags, hashtag 52 tags handmade, will come up with an exciting thing on a tag to do with orts in the future. But for now, I'm just having a play. I'm going to be in a better frame of mind today. I've actually finally caught up on a bit of sleep. I wasn't sleeping very well at the house sit. I do have insomnia sometimes, so I couldn't, you know, I had 4 hours of sleep a night for a few days, and it just sort of gets to your head a little bit after a while. So it's like weaving stitches, and I'm quite enjoying this. It's very much a patchworky kind of effect, isn't it? So I hope everyone enjoyed seeing a little bit of Amelia on the yesterday's part 2 of what I take away when I go away. She's been, I have to say, that Amelia has been a lot better behaved since my daughter took her kitten, or her cat, away. And so her cat needed some attention and my cat needed some attention, but neither of them were getting attention because they were both driving me insane. So now that Dylan's gone to Lily's place, I can spend a bit of time with Amelia, and I've got her back on again because I take her on and off the special food, which is for IBS. So I take her on and off that food. because I think it wears out, or it doesn't, you know, it's like if you go on a diet for a little while, it works and then it doesn't. It's like it needs to be a way of life, but somehow every so often it's like her body just goes, yep, and that's not helping the IBS anymore, so then she has a go on some other food. So while I was away, I put on the automatic feeder, and it was feeding her a little bit more than normal, and she's actually stopped meowing. She's starting to associate that electronic food server with her food rather than me as the person that gives it. So it's creating a bit more ease, because she would just be driving me insane, meowing 24/7. And even though it's giving her a bit more, one vet once said, well, if you give, you know, if your pets are a bit old and they're overeating or they're eating more, it's better that they're comforted than worrying about whether they're put on weight or not. Well, the thing is she still is only 11, so technically she could have a lot more time, but as the vet says to me, IBS is an autoimmune. She doesn't have the ability to always absorb all the nutrients from her food, and obviously it upsets her stomach, and so there's all sorts of trouble with that. So I don't know if that means she has a shorter life. We'll have to wait and see, I guess, but it's so nice that she's actually just not demanding, I guess. Do you think in the bigger picture, like, I don't know, what does everyone think? We're parents, so we get used to babies' demands. We may be pet owners, so they have their own little, you know, idiosyncrasy that are demands. But do you think, I don't know, is it a COVID thing? Like, my stress levels, having to work from home and having her being so demanding, they just rose. I think that's part of the reason I went and did some house sitting as well, as thinking maybe it's time to downsize. But when it comes to your mental health, you know, I just realised today, I woke up, I'd had a better sleep than I had in a while, still got a headache, but I realised that sometimes we just have to stop. We just have to really say, okay, everything is on hold while I reassess what's going on. And that's what I'm doing today. This week I had a friend come over, and we did a swap on the massage table, and that makes me feel better. It was like kinesiology, rather. And Friday I'm going to go and have a massage from my friend Louise, who does a quite amazing massage, to be honest. Really, we love it, don't we? We all like that. So I'm going to do that Friday, and then go to the chiropractor on Saturday. So self-care, that's what my week is about. Self-care and just taking time to, you know, slow down and be kind to myself. Eat properly, because when I get a bit upset I don't eat very well. So there. Anyway, that's... Just wondering. So I've got purple. I think I've got all these colours through there. Oh, yeah, there's some. I was just thinking I wouldn't mind a bit of blue in there. There we go. That is nowhere near long enough to do that. All right. Maybe not. Here's some more. I think the trouble with the Orts are that they're not always very long. All right, this one. Let's see how many threads. 3. All right, we'll get a bit of it. I'll get a bit up in this corner up here. I've just given up altogether trying to even attempt to thread a needle. It's just, here we go. Use the little flower thing. Okay. Bit of blue. And this is going to be ready to stick in. I was thinking, I was thinking about, I'm watching one or two people on doing the floss tubes, and I went, oh, you know what, I actually still haven't done a cross stitch. I started looking at how to do a design for a cross stitch for myself, you know, maybe one of my own designs. Haven't got quite there yet. I was trying to work out how to design it because I found a free design program. So I'm going to keep looking at that. Right, how much blue do I really want here? Let's come down and put a bit more down here. And then I think this one, because it's really, my little stitch book is really an ideas book. So I've got the idea already. I don't need to keep on going and going and going. All right, I'm going to cast that off. And this one will get glued in like the rest. In there. And that one will be there. And then that one will go there. Or not. Maybe I might need to make some more. Oh yeah, one on every. Okay. That will be there definitely. That'll be there, that'll be there. That'll be there. And that'll be here, so I'm one short. All right. Well, we're getting there with this, aren't we? Now, next to the little hearts, this one. Thought I might put some beads. I got this little tray, was at the $2 shop, and look at those, and it's all nicely contained. So I've put a lot of jewellery making things in, a couple of really pretty brads, and I think I'll fill up some of the others with more beads. So this is what I've got at the moment. So I need a needle that's going to go through. Nope. Might have to get one of those little tiny needles. And I might need to put my glasses back on, my new glasses. You like my new glasses? That works. All right. And I've got red on these. I don't think I want to use red thread though. I think I'd like, what have I got here? I've got some black with the gold. Might be interesting. I'll try it. I'll just do a little experiment and see if I like it. The eye of these needles is pretty big for cottony things. Polyester, it's not even cotton anymore, is it? It's polyester. Those were the days before everything was plastic, says me, with my plastic cases. Okay, let's see. Let's put a little French knot. Oops. Oh, off camera. Oh my goodness. maybe, how many? They're tiny. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's make 5 and see how that looks. So I'm thinking it may be like a petal of a flower, but let's see how it looks. All right, this 5. I think to couch it down, it might be better with 6 maybe. Let's see. But 5 will do for now. Okay, try another petal. I'll do 6 this time. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. 6. Pull that through. And couch that down. All right, so sometimes what I do, that's all I'm doing on this for now, because sometimes what I do is just have a little experiment and then walk away, and I look at it a bit later. So I'm going to see if I like that or not when I come back to it. So there's that, and one more thing. I don't think I've shown this, but this is part of a bigger piece I'm working on. So I cut a bit off a small tablecloth that I thought was gorgeous, and I started to play more with text. Did I show you? I can't remember if I showed you or not. Started to play with text in terms of the satin stitch through the letters, just outlining letters, and straight stitching on bits of fabric to make the letters. So I've used a little bit from a song lyric. So you are the only exception, so some people might know. And this was already it was already started. Someone had already started doing this. So I've got someone else's work in it, which is nice. And this will be part of a bigger piece. So I'm going to be continuing with that this week. Now I'm home and it's a bit easier to lay it out and see all my threads. So that's for me this week. I might do another Stitches book page. I'm going to work on the heart, and I don't think I'll replace Diana Vingert's embroidery with something just for now, because I'll work on these, and I'll get back to my stitch wheel next week. So that's it for Thread Thursday. Have fun stitching. Bye for now.